so cool, Ghost, Specters, and Apparitions, and we're finally playing Fantasy Life I, the girl who steals time. And I just gotta say that I've been waiting so long for this game. But yeah, let's start our story. Of course you gotta make a character. I didn't want to bore you guys with all this character creation because it takes me a while to decide. So to summarize the plot, we're pretty much with an archaeologist and we find this fossilized dragon that has a beam that is luring us to this new place that we want to go. And this island is currently undiscovered, so we're gonna name it Spectre because, we gotta do that. I love the name Spectre. It's always been a name I've been drawn to as a ghost myself. A spectre is another type of ghost, and I just always thought it was mysterious and kind of menacing, so I like the name. I even have a pet named Spectre. After that, we get attacked by this black dragon that came out of nowhere in the sky, and of course our fossilized dragon starts moving because there was no way that it wasn't alive, and it starts attacking the dragon back. Our archaeologist friend Edward is so intrigued by this fossilized dragon pretty much reanimating itself that this man pretty much throws his life away and just tries to see the presence of this battle. All the plushlings are cowering and hiding, and we're all trying to be safe by getting inside the boat. But no, Edward just wants to see the fight, and guess what? Our boat ends up getting sunk, the dragon grabs us up, and we start to fly away. And sadly, I'll show you what plays out. Spooky! Goodbye, Professor. We've come a long way, but it's time. Oh no! I was hoping that I was gonna fly away and not the professor. Edward! I'll do whatever it takes to solve the mystery of this island, even if it kills me. Oh my goodness. Famous last words. I know we'll see him again, but still. We get separated, and now we're going back in time. What is going on? We end up landing on what I presume is the island of Spectre, but either in the past or the future. It's probably the past. And this girl comes up to us, and we have to fight these lizard dudes because of course you gotta throw in some tutorials, because how else are people gonna learn how to play the game? Because there's so many different types of gameplay in this game, whether it's you're fighting or you're crafting or you're just chilling, because you can just chill. We save the mysterious girl, and her name is actually Rem, and she tells us a story about how there's a hero that comes from the sky on the back of a dragon, and they make a lot of friends, and they pretty much save the world, and the only way for them to get back to their home is back on the back of the dragon. And of course, we lost the dragon, so we need to find that dragon. So we go on an adventure to find the dragon, and we find a group of paladins that actually know exactly what we need. Exactly what we need. And they're like, hey, sorry, the king has orders, so you guys have to talk to the king if you want to get this dragon back. So, we do the next best thing. We explore a bit, because at the end of the day, I don't always go straight to the quest. I grabbed and gathered a few items, I fought a few more of the lizard dudes, and then I decided, alright, let's go talk to this king. We checked out the king and Rem's bedrooms, and I'm like, oh, they're pretty modestly sized. Everybody else in the game must probably have some itty-bitty rooms, if the royalties' rooms are, so small, but actually are probably way bigger than everybody else's room. So I was like, alright. And they got really nice stuff. First off, when I see the king, I say this. Are you the king?
Very well.
I swear, Rem better not be your daughter. She better be your sister. Because if this is anything like the first Fantasy Life, the king was cursed to look like a child. So, I don't know. Maybe the king's just very young. But turns out it's her brother, and of course, he finds out that his sister was going outside of the walls without her paladins to protect her, and he's upset because he is an older brother who wants his precious younger sister to be protected. And we tell him like, hey, yeah, you know, we actually saved his sister. And he's like, oh, okay, in that case, I'll let you have your dragon. Like, you know, you saved my sister, I'll give you your dragon. But before he decides to actually give us our dragon back, he comes up with this thing, which obviously is something that everybody in this world seems to know about imps. Like, if you end up becoming an imp, you know, just kind of jobless or lifeless in this case, you become an imp and you're like a slacker and you're pretty much good for nothing. So he said, hey, you gotta get a life, get yourself a job, make yourself useful, and then come talk to me. Like, then, you know, then it's all good. It'll be fine. We do just that. We go to the guild and we meet this woman named Auntie Annie. Or Auntie Anne, is either one, but I'm gonna call her Auntie Annie because I like the restaurant. But this character kind of falls under the same character type as Pam from Fantasy Life on the 3DS, and Pam was pretty much like our mother-like figure who made sure that we were good, but in this case, we got Auntie Annie. And she's like, hey, you know, do you know what kind of job / life you want to use? And I decided I'm gonna go with miner. I know, it's basic. I've done it before and I'll probably do it again. But the path that I want to go, at least right now, until I change otherwise, is miner, then blacksmith, and then either mercenary or paladin. Either one. It don't matter which one. But apparently there's some new classes in here like artist and farmer. So I'm very excited about those as well. So we'll see how we can unlock those. We become a miner, and since this is Fantasy Life, that means whatever job you end up picking becomes its own storyline in itself. So you may have the main story of the game that's happening all around you, but you have other main stories for every single, you know, life. And we're going down the mining life, so let's go down. We meet up with our mining master, which is Merelda. I'm probably saying her name wrong, but that's what it is. That's what it is. And she pretty much tells us like, hey, you know, there's 3 G's when it comes down to mining. Good luck, good fortune, and lastly, guts. And she pretty much gives us the task of going to talk to her brother and mining up 3 things of copper and then come back with the copper. We go to her brother. He's pretty much talking about how unlucky he feels, and instead of the 3 G's being this, he says the 3 G's are like more like grimy, gloomy, and grueling. Being a miner sucks. He's just having a bad time because he's the opposite of his sister. His sister's super lucky and he's unlucky. So he teaches us how to mine and we do good right away. So of course, instead of going straight to the sister and bringing her the 3 copper, I decide to go into the little cave that's right next to him and I mine everything up. Even the big mining stuff that, you know, is outside of my mining level, but I'm mining it up right now. Because at the end of the day, I was able to actually get a better pickaxe, which used up less mana, and that's a win in my book. So I go back outside, I mine up all the stuff that respawned, and then I bring the 3 ore to his sister. She's impressed, and she loves how lucky I am, and she tells me, hey, let's go, you guys gotta go sell all that ore. So we go sell it. We get some money, and of course, while we're selling the ore, there's actually a guy looking for a legendary ore called the Fortuna Topaz. And of course, the guy who runs the shop is just like, yeah, I don't have that. I don't think I've ever had that, actually. So we overhear him, and we're like, yeah, you know what? That's the perfect thing that we need, because apparently this topaz gives you luck and good fortune. So, of course, in my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, this is perfect for her brother, because then he'll be lucky. But he's not thinking about himself. He wants to get this for his sister for her birthday, so she can be even more lucky. So he's like, hey, let's go talk to this fortune teller. and the fortune teller should be able to tell us where we can get this ore. Go to the fortune teller. She's like, oh yeah, it's like on the south beach. Like, you just gotta go down there and get it. And we go. And somehow his sister is there. And she's like, oh yeah, I'm so lucky that I overheard somebody talking about this thing, and now it's here. And we're just like, oh dang. We're supposed to get this for her birthday, but she's gonna mine it up. And she's just like, oh, you guys are here too? I'm not gonna get in my apprentice's way of mining up something good. So go ahead, like, you know, make sure you hit it in the sweet spot. That way you can get more critical hits. Like, and I've been getting critical hits the whole entire time because I played Fantasy Life before, but you know, mechanics carry over. We get the topaz and we go back to his sister, and his sister reveals that, hey, you know, it's great that you guys got it because it's so cool. I was gonna get this for you because, you know, you always complain about being unlucky, brother, so I wanted to get you this so you could feel confident. And the brother's like, hey, I was just trying to get it for you for your birthday because I love you, sis. And, you know, they have like a cool sibling bond, and she's like, hey, you know, I just want you to be confident, bro, and I'm glad you thought about me. And, you know, now we're a fledgling. We're a fledgling miner, and we're able to actually talk to the king now. But before we go talk to the king, Merelda tells us to go talk to Auntie Anna. So we go over there, and Auntie Anna's like, hey, now that you're a fledgling, I can give you this. And she gives us 1,000 dosh, which is some pretty good money. So we took it, and we're like, yeah, let's go see the king. And she's like, wait a minute, you can't see the king now. He's already in his bed. Like, he's sleeping. You gotta go to the inn because, like, you can't just talk to him right now. And she's right, because apparently right once we went outside, it was dark. It was not dark before. So I guess the game just turned on time all of a sudden. So now it's night. We went to the inn, and I think that's a good spot for us to stop our adventure right now. So I hope you like these summary type videos where, yeah, there's gameplay in the background, but you also get more or less like the story that's happening and what, like, little inserts of the little blurbs that happen from the gameplay. But obviously, if you're more interested in like the full-on gameplay with like very minimal editing, like obviously it's edited for entertainment but not like taking all the details out, you can watch the full video on Patreon, where they get like the whole extended cut where it's just me playing the game, I'm reading the dialogue and all the stuff out loud. That way you can enjoy it there. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna call it. So as always, if you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you really like the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way YouTube doesn't hold this channel hostage, because if you don't, you'll never see this channel again. But yeah, besides that, guys, make sure you take care of yourself, drink some water, and of course, stay spooky.